Hello friends, myself Praveen Gore, lecturer Science Department. So in previous lectures we have completed unit 1 to 5, 1 to 4. So in this lecture I'll be starting with unit 5, that is modern physics. So to start with in modern physics we have electromagnetic waves and their properties. Then we'll move on to what is laser light, yes, and then we'll see what are the properties of laser, applications of laser. So to begin with, I'll move on to electromagnetic waves. So what are electromagnetic waves? What are electromagnetic waves? So it is the combination of electric and magnetic wave. The name suggests electromagnetic, so it is the combination of electric waves and magnetic waves. So these waves formed are produced by varying electric and magnetic fields, So first let us see the relation between electric field and magnetic field. So electric field is denoted by E and magnetic field is denoted by B. So if the electric field is in this direction, then the magnetic field will be always perpendicular to the direction of electric field. Magnetic field will be perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Therefore, the direction between magnetic field and electric field is perpendicular. They are making an angle of 90 degrees with each other always. So, if electric field is changing, magnetic field is produced, and if magnetic field is changing, electric field is produced, and they both together give rise to electromagnetic waves. Okay, and these waves travel with same speed in all the mediums. What are the properties of electromagnetic waves? Point number 1, these waves are produced by oscillating charges. So when the charges are oscillating, when the charges are changing their position, electric field is formed. So electric field is changing, therefore magnetic field will also change, which will give rise to electromagnetic waves. Therefore these waves are produced by oscillating charges. Electromagnetic waves do not require any material medium for their propagation. Okay, the electromagnetic waves travel also through vacuum and through space. So even if there is no medium, these waves travel. These waves are transverse in nature. Electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. This means if the electromagnetic wave is traveling in this direction, then particles of the wave vibrate perpendicular to it. Okay, so this is transverse wave. They travel with the speed of light. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Here it is given 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, which is nothing but 3 lakh kilometer per second. They travel with the speed of light. Then the fifth point is these waves are not deflected by electric or magnetic fields. The electromagnetic waves are not deflected by electric fields or magnetic fields. But if there is only one single electric field or magnetic field, they will be deflected by each other. But electromagnetic waves are neither deflected by electric field nor by magnetic field. So these are the characteristics of electromagnetic wave. Now moving on to next topic, that is laser. So first we will see what is the expansion of laser. So laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So what happens? What is stimulated emission of radiation? You can see in the diagram here that here we have ground energy state E0, then we have excited energy state E1, and in between here we have metastable state. So whenever what happens whenever normal light is incident on any metal, the electrons in the ground energy state, they go to the excited energy state. They go to excited energy state. Electrons from ground energy state, they go to excited energy state when we incident normal light here. The light incident here is, this light is normal light. So what happens when they go to excited energy state, they stay there for a small amount of time, very small amount of time, to the power of 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. The time period for excited energy is 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. And when after this time, they jump back again to the ground energy. They jump back again to the ground energy. But before coming to ground energy, they first jump to metastable state. From excited energy state, they jump to metastable state. And there they stay for the time of 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. In metastable state, they stay for 10 to the power minus 3 seconds. Therefore, when they jump from metastable state to ground energy state, they emit laser light. They emit a ray of light. And if the many particles, if the many electrons are jumping from metastable state to ground energy state, what happens? A beam of rays is emitted. A beam of rays is emitted, which is of single color. Therefore, this light is what? Laser light. This light is called as laser light. So what is the principle of laser? Laser works on the principle of stimulated emission of radiation. Laser works on the principle of stimulated emission of radiation. So what is stimulated emission? When we incident normal light on a metal, electrons of the metal in ground energy, they go to excited energy. They are coming back from excited energy to ground state through metastable state, and when they are jumping from metastable state, they emit laser light. So stimulated emission of radiation is principle of laser. Then we'll see what are the properties of laser light. So first property is highly monochromatic. Laser light is highly monochromatic. So word mono stands for single and chromatic is something related to color. So laser light is single colored. We all know it is single colored. Therefore, you people can see that any laser you take, it is of the single color. Mostly we have seen laser of green color and red color. So is there any combination of the two? No. So laser light is highly monochromatic. There is single color. Then second point, laser light is highly directional. So laser light is highly directional. So laser light doesn't spread. It goes straight. So directionality for the laser light is very, very high. If you see a mobile torch and laser light, mobile torch spreads, the light from mobile torch spreads away, but laser light has directionality. Then laser light is coherent. Laser light is coherent. This means that if two laser rays, if this is one ray of laser light and this is another ray of laser light, they never intersect with each other. They never intersect with each other. They travel coherently with each other. But in case of a lamp, suppose if you have one lamp here, you have one lamp here, another lamp here, what happens? The rays from this light are coming in this direction and rays from this light are coming in this direction, and at this section they intersect with each other. But this is not the case. This is not the case in laser. They go without intersecting each other. So laser light is intense and bright. We all know laser light is intense and bright. We cannot look at laser light with our bare eyes. Yes, it is harmful. And finally, we know laser light can be sharply focused. The intensity of the laser light can be improved. So laser light can be sharply focused. Now we'll go for applications of laser. Okay, so first application is laser light is used in bloodless surgery to destroy tumors. So many of us, we have seen that many surgeries which are bloodless are taking place with the use of lasers. Okay, so the very common surgery is destroying kidney stones. Okay, so kidney stones are destroyed using lasers, or else brain tumors, many other tumors inside human body, they are destroyed using lasers. And second point, lasers are used in weapons for accuracy. Yes, we all know that lasers are used in weapons to improve accuracy. Improving accuracy is done using lasers nowadays. They are also used in micro welding. Lasers are also used in micro welding. So conventional welding we people know, okay, but what if the metal to be welded is very small, it is of the micro scale? What can you use? Can you heat it in the normal way? No. So for that purpose we use lasers. When we focus laser at one particular point, enormous heat is created and that heat melts the metal. So laser can be sharply focused, so it is used in micro welding. Again, many places you have seen that using lasers we read information on barcodes. Just like in our libraries, college libraries, you might have seen that when you borrow a book or when you submit a book, what happens? They read the information on the barcode using laser. That is done using laser. Then lasers are used in laser printers. Lasers are used in laser printers. Again, to read the information on CDs, lasers are used. To read the information on CDs, lasers are used. So there are few more topics in this modern physics which we'll be studying in further lectures. Thank you.